Remember, we can't force people to change, but we can create an environment that will invite them to change. Let's take a more serious problem, and say your partner is addicted to drugs or alcohol. Instead of trying to stop the behavior by force, you can improve a vital part of the environment by reaching out and being compassionate, which will strengthen your relationship. This will work far better than blaming or trying to change your partner, because now the drugs or alcohol won't be used as a way to prove that you don't have all the control. Once you move away from arguing about who's right and who's wrong, you can start listening to each other and find out what your partner needs to feel better. Similar situations can arise in the workplace when employees are discontent and unmotivated. This can happen when individuals are being isolated for praise or blame, which can divide people and create envy. Again, rather than trying to fix individuals, create a harmonious work environment and always listen to what your employees have to say. We justify our behavior by putting ourselves in boxes, but this can be avoided. The human capacity for self-delusion is spectacular. How often have you convinced yourself that some hurtful actions were completely justified? One strategy that we use to justify our poor behavior, and to blind ourselves to the perspectives of others, is to create boxes for ourselves. One of the more popular boxes is the better than box. This is built when we tell ourselves that we're more special, gifted or talented than others. As a result, we'll look at others as being less than, we are less important, worthy or respectable. This outlook justifies our treating others poorly. Or we can put ourselves in the victim box, which works in the other direction, causing us to see everyone else as privileged and the world as a bad or unfair place. Since we have it so bad, we take it out on everyone else around us, and we're justified because the world has shortchanged us, and we deserve so much more than we get. Naturally, this can also be called the I deserve box. Building a box not only justifies unpleasant behavior, it also prevents us from seeing anything other than our own perspective, which is how conflicts are created and perpetuated. But we can get out of these boxes and approach the situation in a new way. One of the best ways to escape the box is to think of these situations from the perspective of others. Does your behavior seem justifiable when you put yourself in the other person's shoes? If you tend to treat the customers at your job with disrespect, just imagine going to a business and receiving the same service you provide. Once you step out of your box, you can start to see the world with some much-needed perspective. In the end, whether you're surrounded by war or peace depends on how you deal with situations and where your heart truly lies. If your life needs some change, the first step is to leave your box. Then you can start seeing the world with clear eyes and a heart full of peace. Our normal approach to conflict is to fight for our position and correct the other person. But this doesn't lead to peace and success. It only perpetuates the chance of further conflict. Instead, we have to change the state of our heart and how we view the people around us. The path to peace is to overcome the justifications we create for our poor behavior and to see others as individual human beings.